I welcome all of you with Islamic greetings. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May peace, mercy and blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be on all of you. You're most welcome to ask any questions on Islam and comparative religion or the propagation of Islam. So if there are any questions, you're most welcome, brothers and sisters. Yes, brother.
Brother, can we practice Reiki in order to treat ourselves?
Brother asked a question that can we practice Reiki? It's a part of treatment belonging to different religion. Brother, as far as following any other religious treatment, whether any other religious science, it may be a science like Vedic maths. Maths, but Vedic maths is a different field. Or the Vastu in architecture. Anything in general, if that thing you are following is going against the Sharia, it is haram. If it goes against Allah and Rasul or Quran and Hadith, it is haram. If it is not going, it's allowed. So wearing any sign of any religion is haram because Hadith says that. It's haram. But following any other part of any other religion, which is not the symbol, but part of the religion. Like in one religion, they eat potatoes. So can I eat potatoes? Yes, they are eating potatoes. You can eat potatoes because eating potatoes are haram in Islam. And in the eating potato becomes the sign that you become one particular type. In Jains, onion is haram. So why don't eat onion? Is it allowed? It is mustahab if you don't eat because, not because Jains say that, because the Prophet said, not haram. At least when you are going for salah, that time avoid it. We are not doing it because Jain religion says that, because the Prophet said, while going for salah, because smell comes, that's the reason. Otherwise, onion you can have. So similarly, if any healing is there, which does not involve anything which goes against the Sharia, if they say, have alcohol, if it's not required, then it's haram. They say that in this medicine, you will have to bow down to an idol, it's haram. So any medicine, whether it belongs to any country, any religion, any region, if it's not going against Quran and Sunnah, you can adopt it. Same way following the dress code. It is a Western dress code to wear a coat and tie. It's not against Quran and Sunnah. But wearing shorts for the gents also is haram. So any culture, any religion, etc., if it's a medicine belonging to a particular religion or mathematics belonging to a religion, if it's not against Allah and Rasul, against the Quran and Sunnah, it's optional. Hope that's the question. Any other brothers? Yes, brother.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Brother, my friend asked me, will my prayer be valid if I carry notes in my pocket since it contains idols and photographs?
Well, there's a question that most of the people, when they offer prayers, they have some money in the pocket. And almost all the money have got some picture, some photograph of some personality. And when he's offering me that money in his pocket or in the wallet and he offers salah, is it not shirk? So he's always thinking, isn't it haram to carry money and pray? See, bowing down to any idol is haram. If you keep that note in front of your head and then do sujud, it's haram. If you keep that note on your chest and then pray, it's haram. But if you keep it in your pocket, imagine the backside it is. No, normally it is backside. No, intention only is not important. If your intent is, I'll put it in the front of me and my intention is not to do worship, it's haram. You can't say my intention is not to bow down to the idol and I'm bowing down. That's also haram. Intention is there. Besides intention, even the act is important. But if you're keeping the money in your wallets, and most of the wallets are behind, so who will worship behind? Fine? Point number one, it is behind. Even if it's there close to your heart, the thing is, if it is not seen, no problem. It happens sometimes. Many people have a habit of keeping the money here. When they do sajda, in the sujood, the money falls. That time you should be careful. Take it out, keep it in the wallet, no problem. Not that you cannot shift, etc. If something is happening wrong in front of you, you can even stop a person crossing you. Hadith says. Stop him even if you have to fight with him. Fine? So something like that happens. But it happens something you have in your pocket which falls down and it's a photograph. So keep it in a lower pocket so it doesn't fall down again. Don't keep it here again. Every sujood, you go up and down, up and down, up and down. So that precaution can be taken. But otherwise, generally, if it's there, it is not shirk at all. You can very well offer your salah. As long as it is not exposed, it's not in front of you, and it's not exposed. It's maybe hidden. Somewhere, no problem. Hope that's the question.